What is going on, guys? My name is Jimmy, and I am the owner of the TradersTavern.com. And this will be the first ever YouTube video posted for the Traders Tavern YouTube channel. And that is pretty crazy. I have been terrified to start this business to the point where my website, TradersTavern.com, has been live for over a week. And you can find it. You can go on there and you can add things to your cart, but you can't check out because I've been afraid to accept payments. I can accept payments, but I haven't because I'm afraid of messing up. I'm afraid of making mistakes. And so I've been putting it off and putting it off to the point where there was a chance that I was going to put it off forever and this would never happen. So tonight, I'm making a promise to myself that I'm going to start accepting payments no matter what happens. And I'm going to do my best to make it work because I have to dive in or I won't do it. So what is the Traders Tavern? What's the point of the video? Why am I doing this? I want to document what I'm doing for myself primarily. And if you find this video and you watch it, first off, that's surprising because I have 0 subscribers. And the chances that this makes it to anyone anytime soon is very slim to none. But I'm starting small, and whether it becomes small or big, it's not nothing, and that's what matters. And so yeah, I'm documenting where I start and where I go. And so the TradersTavern.com is a online TCG business, mainly focusing right now on Magic the Gathering and Pokemon because it's what I know. I know a lot more about Magic the Gathering than I do Pokemon. However, I have collected Pokemon for a few years and I do enjoy it. I love playing Magic. I don't know much about the trading card game of Pokemon, apart from the new trading card game that's out on phone that you can, battle people on and collect as well. So that's the extent of Pokemon for me. So yeah, it is my official website, and I got this idea, as most of us probably do, where we don't want to. I work a normal job, 12-hour days, and I work for 4 days, 12-hour days, and I come home, I'm off for 3, and I feel like I'm just spinning wheels. I'm 29, I'm going on 30 next month, and I've had many dreams in my life, and they've been that. They have been dreams. I'm like, man, that would be awesome. And then I just never do anything with it. And I'm tired of that, and I want to do something. And so I'm doing it, whether it goes good or bad. I'm doing it so that I can at least say I tried. So yes, that's that. And I know there's a lot of you out there that have probably felt the same way, and you've had your dream. For me, again, it was starting a trading card business. And I got my fix by going online and watching YouTube videos of people that have already done it and have been successful. And I could have left it at that and just kept working my job until I died. And that I don't want to do that. A lot of big people that have been motivational for me are RNG Games. It's a Magic the Gathering YouTube channel. PokeNE, who I used to help me set up shipping stuff and website stuff. And that's been really good. And Alpha Investments has been very motivating. I've been watching him for a couple years now. So yeah, it's just that. Like, we have these dreams, but we never act on them, and we just watch people live our dreams our whole lives. And I don't want to be that anymore. I want to be the one that does it, whether it's good or bad. And this is not advice. This is not a watch my YouTube channel to see how you can make a trading card business from here to here. That's not what this is. If you find stuff along the ways that help you, maybe it's my mistakes where I messed up so that you don't make the same mistakes, or my successes, that's awesome, but that's not the point. This is not a how to start a trading card business from blank. No, that's not what this is. I do want to go over what I've done so far to get this started and where I plan on going from here. So I built my website, thetradingtaverns.com, on Wix.com. I got an LLC through the South Carolina and a retail license. They require me to get a retail license so that because I'm primarily based, or the business is based out of South Carolina, so I have to charge tax to people that are purchasing from South Carolina. And then, eventually charge tax to people outside of South Carolina depending on certain thresholds, but I don't think I have to worry about that anytime soon. But South Carolina, I do have to charge tax, so I got a retail license. It also opens up the opportunity for a reseller certificate, which allows me to purchase goods from wholesalers without tax, as long as it's intended for resale, and charge tax on the sale instead. But I haven't really got into that too much. I haven't done anything with that yet. So yeah, retail license and LLC. That cost me like a little under $200 for both of those, and I did those by myself on the .gov website. It's probably different across states, so I don't want to give too much information on what you need to do with that because I'm not sure. But for South Carolina, it was literally just the .gov website. I went on, did the retail license. I think it was called My Doorway or something like that, and filled it out with my information and the business information, and they gave me everything I needed. Outside of that, I got a domain and a business email. I bought the domain through Google Workspace, and that's also where I got my email. But I think it's actually under Squarespace, but that's not where I set it up. I set it up on Google Workspace, but I think they license all their domains out to Squarespace afterwards. So I did that, and I wanted to be able to make it to where I had my own website name. So when I went on Wix.com and set the website up, I bought the subscription. So one, I can accept payments on my website, and we'll go over why I did that in a second. And also said I had my own website name, so it wasn't Wix.com/The Traders Tavern, awesome Wix store 123489. I want it to be TheTradersTavern.com, and that is that. So I did buy the subscription to Wix to be able to accept payments and have my own domain set up for my website. The reason I bought the domain and I'm accepting payments on my website is because I want the website to be all encompassing. I don't want to be on eBay and TCG Player and be that guy that it's like, where did you buy so-and-so, this Sheralded Magic card or whatever, and the person be like, oh, I got it on eBay. Not, I got it from Jimmy on eBay. It might happen eventually. Some people may say Jimmy on eBay or whatever, or say TradersTavern.com on whatever. What I'm saying is most of the time they're just going to be like, oh, I got it from eBay, and no one will know that your store exists. So you'll just be an entity of the thousands that exist, millions that exist on eBay sellers and TCG Player sellers, because there's so many. And so you'll just be crowded. And so the plan was to make my own website and hopefully use eBay and TCG Player as a way to start the business and funnel people towards my website through that. So yeah, I do plan on making an eBay and a TCG Player. I have the TCG Player already made. I just haven't posted any inventory on it yet. And same thing with the eBay. And I'm going to try to figure out a way to link all those together so that inventory is not confusing. But I haven't figured that out yet. And hopefully one day I'll make a video about that. But so there's that. And then using the sales from eBay and TCG Player to, if someone buys a single card from me, I put the card in the envelope. And, I put a business card that has TheTradersTavern.com and a QR code to my website. And I plan on doing save up to 10% on my website versus eBay and TCG Player, because eBay and TCG Player charge you a fee to sell on their website. I think it's like 30 cents and then anywhere between 10 and 15% of all of your sales. And I don't want that to choose into your margins. And when you're small business like me, where you don't have like a distributor, and you're hunting for all of your deals and your margins are razor thin, you can't afford stuff like that. You'll never make any forward progression like that or any profit to be able to buy more and more so that you can expand your inventory. So yeah, using eBay and TCG Player to, get those razor thin margins and probably lose a little bit of money on some sales, but just to get my name out there. So people are going to be like, oh, TheTradersTavern.com is where I got the card. If I go there, I'll save a little bit of money. And then I'll know that it's the one-stop place I can go to buy everything in the future, possibly, if I have it. So that's the plan with that. But I wanted to have my own website because the plan is to make the Traders Tavern a brick and mortar one day. I don't want it to be just an online store. The dream is not actually an online trading card store. It is a brick and mortar trading card store, because I want to make a place where people can come to the front. It's got the Traders Tavern at the top, and people come inside and they can buy trading cards and play Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering and have food and just escape the outside world. And I want to make, because I would love that. I would enjoy to be able to do that myself, and I want to provide that place for people to go to. And I think that would be freaking awesome. So I want to make that an all-inclusive store that people can come to get away. So that's the plan. And it would be awesome to be able to look back one day in the future and be like, oh, I did that. You know what I mean? I started from this video right here, where I haven't even started accepting payments on my website yet. And now I'm making videos in my brick and mortar store, and people come every day to buy cards and play and eat and just enjoy. So I hope that happens one day. That's the real dream. So making the name, making the brand, the Traders Tavern, real, not just TCG Player and eBay. The goal is not to be an online seller. It is to be the Traders Tavern. So I want to do that. And so I did, those are the things that I did to kind of start the business. I'm sure there's some other things, and I'll try to get those together and possibly make videos about those in the future. But those are the big ones: the retail license, the LLC, and you don't have to do any of these things. Again, like I said, none of this is advice. Do not go out and do what I do. If you want to, that's awesome. If it works and you see my success, it may not work for you. It might, I don't know. But this is what I did. I got my LLC, I got my retail license, I built the website on Wix, I got the domain, I got a business email through Google, and I'm off to the races. Now I need to start accepting payments. I got a business account for the business with Relay. I don't know. I'm not suggesting them. It's just who I used. I saw good reviews for them, and so I wanted to try. So that's where I set up my business account. That's where I'll be, any purchases that I get, the money will go to that Relay account separate from my own personal bank account, so there's no confusion and there's no mixing of money. And it makes it easier for bookkeeping and making taxes simple. And I probably plan on hiring like a CPA to help me with all of that as well, because I have no idea what I'm doing. So hopefully getting that done as well. So yeah. Other than that, I went out and I got some things for shipping. I watched a few videos. Pokeani's really good for shipping, like looking videos for shipping big things like bulk boxes, booster boxes, and packs and stuff like that. And then I watched a few videos from RNG Games for how to, and then they're all over the place. If you just look up how to ship singles or packs or booster boxes, there are videos out there. You will find them. They're almost all identical. They're all the same thing with small, slight variances. But yeah, I looked that up and I started buying the things that I feel like I would need that are important to get started. I got a thermal printer, bought some thermal labels just to make it a little bit cleaner for shipping things out. I got 4x6 labels and smaller labels for envelopes so that I can just burn those labels onto the envelope instead of handwriting them. That would look more professional and clean. And it's also like pennies. I mean, we're talking pennies to put these labels on, and just to get that more professional look. And I think that's worth pennies. I got a Rollo thermal printer is the brand that I got. It looks like this, which I plan on making a more in-depth video on shipping, but just for starts, this is the printer I got. I got it on Amazon. I think it was like $180 or something like that. Could have been cheaper. I'm not sure. But I got that, and I went out to Walmart.com, a place called Supply Hut, and I got a lot of corrugated boxes. A lot of websites or YouTube videos like suggest Uline, and they're good. You can buy in bulk. It's going to be cheap if you can buy enough of it. But I was able to find prices that were similar for less product on Walmart.com through Supply Hut, and I bought different variant sizes of corrugated boxes. And again, I'll make a video that goes more in depth on like the size of the boxes I bought, what I plan on using them for, and how I ship cards and stuff like that in the future when I've done that and I feel comfortable that what I'm telling you is a good way of doing it. But as of right now, I haven't even shipped my first card. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, we'll see. But yeah, so I went out and I bought a bunch of corrugated boxes. I bought penny sleeves. I bought card savers, semi-rigids for putting the cards in to keep them safe. I got hobby armor, little plastic backings for packs and cards to keep them stable inside of the envelope so there's no bending. of the card. It's just like extra. You know, it's probably more than is necessary with the penny sleeve and the semi-rigid and the hobby armor. But I've also wanted to focus around making the process of purchasing and receiving your goods from start to finish with the TradersTavern.com being a premium experience where you know that no matter what you're buying, you're not getting ripped off, and the product you're going to get is going to be in good shape and shipped out with care. And so I wanted to make sure that was an important aspect of what I was doing as well. So I'm going, I'm probably getting a little overkill on my shipping methods, but that's what I'm doing. And then I got team bags to place them into, and then into envelopes. I have bubble mailers and white envelopes. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go about shipping out what cards and what. Again, we'll get to that eventually. I went out and I bought some stamps from USPS, Forever Stamps, and some extra ounce stamps as well, so that I can ship out envelopes to USPS. I created an account with Shippo and Pirate Ship. I haven't decided which one I'm going to use yet. I'm going to compare the two and see which one feels better, and go from there, using those for primarily like bigger packages. If I need to ship out more in like a box, I would use those. And then we can talk about or not packages, product. Where did I get product? Most of it is my own personal collection. I don't know how much of it, but a lot of it is my own personal collection. And that's where most of us are going to start, is with our own personal collection. And the bulk of my collection is Magic the Gathering, because that is what I actually play frequently. And so I've collected a lot of it over time. Actually, behind me, you can see in the sorters, and I've been going through and sorting them and like set per set right now. That's what that is. I have 2 card sorters back there filled with Magic cards. Those are sorted out by set. And I'm trying to get those separated, and then I'll probably go out through TCG Player and use their scanner to scan them to try and get an idea of which ones are worth what and how to further break them apart. But that's what that is back there. So I plan on selling singles. Right now I'm focusing primarily on singles and packs. But all of those Magic cards back there are my own personal collection. I didn't go out and buy boxes to break open to get those cards. I might do that. I'm not saying I won't, and I'm not saying that it's not a good idea. It's just not what I've done so far. Those are all my own cards that I've had for years. Same thing with Pokemon. I have a few Pokemon cards over here, primarily like celebrations and like 151, where I collected heavily because I enjoy the older original Pokemon and I never really got into the newer generation stuff. So I've got a few singles of those as well, not nearly as much as the Magic, but I plan on selling Pokemon singles as well. And then I've got some Yu-Gi-Oh as well, which is less than the Pokemon in that order: Magic, then Pokemon, then Yu-Gi-Oh. And then I've got sealed packs of Magic, Pokemon, no Yu-Gi-Oh. And I've got booster boxes as well. So yeah, all of the singles are my own personal collection. And then I had some booster boxes that were of my own personal collection. And then I purchased more booster boxes to use for this. But being a new business, I don't know how fast I'm going to take off, but I want to have a wide variety of product, and I need to make it last. I don't think I'm at a point right now, nor do I have the capital to be able to, the capital or the way of getting a hold of enough product to make this worth it at a price that would have enough margin to make it worth it, of like big product like booster boxes and ETBs and stuff like that. Like right now the primary focus is singles and packs, because I can break those booster boxes down into 30 to 36 packs, and each booster box will be able to stretch longer and last longer. So that's the plan, at least for now. But some of the booster boxes I already had, and then I had some old 151 premium collections and ETBs that I had been saving for a few years or a couple years, and they were worth quite a bit. And I took those to my local game store and I traded them in at 80%, and I swapped them out for bulk product. Magic the Gathering booster boxes, which are all over here. And so, yeah, I've got some Modern Horizons 3, Commander Masters, Lord of the Rings box up there. Behind those 2 Pokemon collection boxes are Modern Horizons 3, Bloom Burrow, and I've got some Unfinity in that sealed box over there, draft boxes. And so, yeah, planning on breaking those up into packs and selling them like that. And so, most of that product, almost all of it, I got from my LGS. I am a patron with Alpha Investments, which is Rudy on YouTube. He allows us to buy 1 to 6 boxes of cheap Magic the Gathering draft packs every month. And so I've been purchasing 6 boxes of draft from him at like $93 a box. That's where that Unfinity sealed case came from. And I've got some draft Ixalan coming and some Wilds of Eldraine coming as well. I'm not telling you to do that. It's just what I did. So I enjoy that. He also runs some sales here and there with on his Patreon. That's not significantly as good a deal, but it's still good compared to the market. So sometimes I'll purchase from that as well. So yeah, that is primarily where my product has come from. My own personal collection being the bulk of it. And then when I had the idea of doing this, I went and traded some of my own personal collection that was worth quite a bit into more modern sets and things that people are interested in right now, so that I had enough. You know, I probably went from, I don't know, like 10 to 20 like small bulk products into, you know, 40 to 60 booster boxes that could be broken down into 1,000 plus packs or whatever, and using those to sell for now, and we'll see where we go. Again, none of this is advice. You can take it with a grain of salt, and I'll let you know if it goes well. So yeah, that is oh, I also got that scale back there, which is on Amazon. If you look up shipping scale on Amazon, that scale will come up. It's the scale that everyone buys. It's let me show you. It's this scale here. I don't even know what that says. Accutech, I think. But that's the scale I purchased on Amazon. So if you want to buy it, you can buy it. If not. And then I got my envelopes from Walmart as well. I have a membership with Sam's Club. You can get them from there as well. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to start accepting payments tonight on the website, traderstavern.com. If you're interested, feel free to check it out. I'm selling Magic the Gathering and Pokemon packs. I'm also selling, I'm going to start uploading my singles, or try to find a way to upload my singles onto my website and find a way to link that to my TCG Player and my eBay, so that when something sells on eBay, it updates on TCG Player and Traders Tavern. And when something sells on Traders Tavern, it updates to them, and so on and so forth, so that they're all linked together. I don't know if that's possible, but if it is, I'll make a video about it in the future to let you guys know. But yeah, that's it. This is the start. This is the start. And if you guys come along with me, that's awesome. And I don't know, again, if anyone will ever see this, but if you do, I hope you enjoy it. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.